Okay, we good?
We're good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
As good as we'll ever be.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to segue with that. I was going to say, talking of how we're not good at this, or indeed anything. You know what, sure, let's do that. Hi, everyone. This is Fanfics and Chill. I'm James. Joining me is Grace.
Hello.
And Nick.
Hi.
And we're idiots. I don't know how else to say this.
More so than usual.
More so than usual. This is episode 4 of our series called Silently on the Brink of Orgasm. And it's today that we have noticed that the fic is in fact called Silently on the Blink of Orgasm. For a brief moment, I thought maybe the author was fucking with us by changing the name. That's not the case. I went back in my emails, checked the comment I left on AO3 in my inbox. Sure enough, it's always been Blink. And we're not very bright.
Do you know, I've had an interesting day today.
Yeah.
I've come home from my girlfriend's house to find out that my outside tap was gleefully spraying a fountain of water onto my driveway. I tried to seal the blockage because there needs to be a new outside tap put on. I couldn't seal the blockage. I made it briefly worse and then briefly slightly better, but it's still running out at the rate of probably a litre every 15 minutes. So now I have no water in my house, and then of course I go online, check out what we're doing today, and I am faced with an L where I thought there was an R.
We have all taken an L on this fine day.
We have. We've actually taken an R and then replaced it with an L.
Yes.
So, yeah.
The almighty Tim, I can only apologise. I'm not going to go back and edit the previous episodes to correct the fact we've been calling it a brink. So, yeah, our mistakes can haunt us because I don't believe in editing out mistakes, as you may have noticed from the editing process on this show. Aside from that, how are we all doing?
As you may know, dear listener, James is borrowing my car to do his driving test.
Yes, we have mentioned that a couple times.
Now, I've booked the MOT for Monday, right? And I thought, if it fails, it'll give me time to get stuff on order before James comes down the following weekend. We can get out, do some practice, and then do the test on the Wednesday. I was driving home from the shops this Saturday when I put my left-hand indicator on, and it was flashing fast, which means a bulb had gone. So yeah, it has shat a bulb 2 days before its MOT. It does not bode well for the rest of the car.
That does not bode well for me going to a driving test either.
No,
because you do have to bring your own car.
Yeah, this is it.
I could be stuck. I may have to sort of staple 2 bicycles together and hope no one notices.
Well, to be honest, I was just thinking of forging the MOT.
No.
That's what I call unethical. And wow, Grace, first person there to say no, that's unethical.
I'm not unethical, I'm just argumentative.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I
do so much.
I do technically know places where you can pay, let's say, over the odds for an MOT test, and they will write you one out without having seen the car.
I swear down, we do these warm-ups and you both just incriminate yourselves as they go.
But me being the person into cars as I am, I want my car to be as safe as possible for my friends driving about in it.
I appreciate that.
We will.
I'm starting to feel like I should run this show like a detective and just sort of get people the police suspect on as guests and just leave the tape running and
just have them incriminate themselves.
They'll be like, "Yeah, I did the murder. What of it?" and then we're done. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting.
So you're a snitch?
Yeah. My recorder has the power to make people snitch. It's like a really boring version of the Magnus Archives.
Oh.
Right. Talking of... You know what? No, nothing there works. Let's carry on with Silently on the Blink of Orgasm.
Snitches
it is Blink.
Get rewards. And
you know what snitches are going to get rewarded with? Chapter 6, Earthcock. Now, some background for those who may not know. Earthcock is a pun. It's pun on a episode from the Fifth Doctor's era, Earth Shock, which was a series involving the Cybermen. The Fifth Doctor's beloved companion, Adric, dies at the end, so spoilers for a show that is 40 years old. Just thought I'd share that information.
This show never... Sorry, this fic never ceases to amaze me. The author has done their research.
Mm-hmm. And what is this fic called, Nick?
This fic is called Silently on the Blink of Orgasm by the almighty Tim.
Nice.
On the blink of
You
orgasm.
said blink, don't worry.
On the blink.
Yep.
Just getting it clear out there for the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
All you people at the back, it's blink, not brink. We are
Yes.
idiots.
Mm-hmm. So, Nick, I take it you want to continue narrating?
Yeah, okay, I do have a confession to make. We're
Okay.
going to see how this goes. I am full of cold. I have mainline cough sweets all day. I would have had a hot drink beforehand before I came on, but of course, no water. So...
I mean, you could just put some of your Pepsi in the kettle and see how it goes.
Well, the thing is, what I'm going to do is, turn the water on and then go fill the kettle from the outside tap where it's leaking, because then at least I don't, so... If I do need to stop and cough up a lung, I will be reaching for that mute button. Don't worry, but we will have a go.
Finally. Okay, Grace, do you still want to play Amelia-Rose?
Hang on, I'm struggling to find the fucking fic at the moment.
If you check the pinned section in our Discord.
Technomancy.
Sorry, I found it on my own.
As a reminder, if you're feeling generous enough and want to consider supporting the show, if you join our Patreon, you get access to our Discord where you can see the fics we're reading as we're reading them. That goes for this show and the shipping forecast.
Yeah, you can also talk to us.
And you can talk to us.
Are so inclined.
If you're that way inclined.
Yeah.
And Nick's girlfriend.
Yeah, and Sophie. Sophie's part of the Discord too.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So yeah, I'm asking everyone if you want to do the same roles. I'm happy to swap around if anyone wants.
I kind of want to keep narrating. I'm having a ball.
That's fair. Grace, you have been typecast as the girl, but
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
if you want to be a Dalek, it's fine.
I don't know how to do a Dalek.
Okay. Then, over to you.
Flint.
Grace, you're... Fled.
Fled. Are we going with that? Is that what we're going with?
I can say it again exactly the same way, if you like.
It did kind of catch me
Not
off
like
guard.
a dramatic, Flint, no! Because if you last recall, she was desperately looking for him, so...
Yeah.
That's kind of the energy she should be bringing. But, as always, if that's your final take, I'm happy with that.
I mean, I put effort in last episode. Do I have to do it again?
That was 2 weeks ago, Grace.
Oh, it felt sooner.
We have had a break since then, but there we go.
Alright. I'll put some fucking effort in, Jesus Christ. Flint!
Top
There we
work.
go.
That's the spirit.
I
so
run to
welcome.
him, my combat boots clomping on the ground. My eyes brim with tears, and my crotch brims with fluid. Gently...
Drink.
Oh, yeah, drink.
Yep. Gently I cup his stone-carved face with my alabaster hands. My tardish blue eyes drink, gleaming with passionate lust and lustful passions. My hand streaks down his cold, cold cheek like a single teardrop in the midst of a howling storm.
You came back for me.
Who's doing this bit?
I don't... I'll do it. I'm not actually sure. Maybe this is Flint? This might be...
No, this is how...
This is her monologue.
This is like, and they do song fics.
Oh!
Oh, yes,
This
I
is
remember
the lyrics.
now.
This is
It's
the lyrics.
Evanescence, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
How can
Okay, who wants to be... I mean,
You gotta sing that.
you say you've got to see that. Who are you saying that to?
Oh, anyone.
Can you hit the pitch?
How can you see... I can't hit the pitch. Grace-
None of us can sing.
Grace,
none
you
of us
can hit that
the
pitch. I know
can't
you
hit that
can.
pitch. I know I can't hit that pitch.
I've heard you sing
Right.
that song in the car. You
Oh.
can
Yeah,
hit that.
I hit the pitch, but none of the notes.
Fine, you know what? Fine, I'll do it.
Okay.
But I'm not doing it in the way they expect.
Right, hang on a sec.
No, I've got this.
Oh God. Who's got this?
How can you see into my eyes like open doors? Lead leading you down into my core, where I've become so numb.
Perfect.
Oh dear. Excellent.
Thank you.
He looks.
I've got an idea. Why don't we all sing it as like a sea shanty or something?
I mean, I'm going to need you guys for the backing vocals anyway.
Yeah. Okay. He looks at me. I almost blink. Bleh.
Coquettishly.
I'm so fucking ill. I swear to God. He looks at me. I almost blink coquettishly to allow him to move, to groove, to shake, to sweep me off my feet like a sexy, sexy moth. But then I remember I'm angry with him.
You sent Ryan away.
I pluck the fedora from my head and clutch it to my heaving bosom.
Where did she get a fedora?
She's stolen Ryan's hat.
Oh, no.
Because, Flint sent Ryan away, but not his hat. His hat's still here.
I see.
I pluck the fedora from my head and clutch it to my heaving bosom, glaring at him with angry anger and furious anger.
Now this fedora is all I have left. It represents everything he stood for.
My lip wobbles, and I call up all the strength I can gather from my inner goddess.
Without a soul, my spirit's sleeping somewhere cold, until you find it there and lead it back home.
What do you have to say about that then,
My knees are shaking. Perhaps this is the end. Perhaps I must make my final choice, like a leaf on the wind deciding to make a choice, and offer my fresh and beating heart to...
Good luck, Nick.
That's a good word.
I swear to God, this fic is having my fucking life today.
He's done this on purpose to trip you up.
You think he's edited the fic to make it harder to read?
I would not, be surprised.
Yeah.
This is...
I mean, he doesn't need to. We've been reading the title wrong this entire time.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Perhaps
Break it down, Nick.
I must make my final choice, like a leaf on the wind deciding to make a choice, and offer my fresh and beating heart to the very similitudinous ravages of fate.
Nice.
Yes, Nick!
I hold my breath. I blink. Wake me up!
Wake me up inside.
Wake me up!
It can't wake.
Yeah, I know. Fuck up.
Alright,
right.
start again.
Start again.
Okay, Nick, you and me. 3, 2, 1. Wake me up.
Wake me up inside.
I can't wake up.
Wake me up inside.
Save me!
Call my name and save me from the dark.
I think that went well.
Nice.
I'm going to cringe listening back to this.
Yeah, pretty much. But at least I didn't try and do the high notes. But anyway.
We can't do the high notes.
No.
This is what you're getting.
I hear a snap. I open my eyes. Flint's expression is unreadable, but I can see a desperate plea for forgiveness leaking from his eyes. I lean back. I leak back.
No, I leak back.
I leak back.
I'll drink.
I leak back and silently press my legs together. Behind Flint, a man in a tie-dyed t-shirt seems to be lying dead on the verdant grass, his neck twisted 180 degrees. I shake my head. War is hell. There's blood on Flint too, and my heart leaps to my throat. Did the Blitz bomb get him too? But no, he's fine. His arm is outstretched, and he holds a slightly bloodied necklace of flowers in my general direction.
I forgot that they were in, a fucking...
World War II.
Yeah.
It's not World War II.
World War Woodstock, but anyway. Flowers. For me, he does scare. My heart flutters like a concussed pigeon. Flint is the best boyfriend ever.
I'm sorry. My heart flutters like a concussed pigeon.
That is marvellous, that.
Outstanding.
This is Grace.
Yeah.
Oh, Flint, I'm feeling happy now.
I throw myself into his stony arms, daring to desecrate the slate-grey magnificence of his shapely form with my filthy, disgusting curves. I wriggle happily in his stony embrace.
My star, my glorious brightness, I missed you so much.
Flint says nothing, I understand, and cuddle closer, clutching my flowers tight. My bosom heaves like a pair of bucking stallions. My fluids mingle with the blood on his stone form. Though my vagina is wet, it is still potentially useful for sex things.
Wait, what?
I'm so confused.
Okay, I'm
Let's roll with it.
no anatomy expert, but surely you want it. The wetter it is, the better it is for sex things.
This is it. However, I can honestly say that that is a sentence that I've never ever said before.
Welcome to Fanfics and Chill.
This podcast
This is
takes
not
me...
This is not an anatomy lesson. Go to your doctor if you want to know about vaginal things.
Yes.
Not us. Right, next.
Welcome to Fanfics and Chill, when none of these sentences are in the Bible.
No. Grace, it's you.
Oh shit, it is me. I promise I'll never betray you again. Now let's go find Ryan. Together.
But then, suddenly, Flint isn't there anymore. I gasp and look around. Woodstock is still happening, so it seems. Though the...
That is Woodstock.
It is Woodstock, not the Blitz.
I guess she thinks Woodstock happened in 1945.
Yeah, during the Blitz.
Yeah.
Well, she thinks it's a war.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wait, keep going.
Woodstock is still happening, so it seems, though the fires of my loins still burn bright. The fires that were spreading around the campsite and killing people appear to have been put out. S Club 7 have taken the stage and appear to be doing a song. But where is Flint?
What?
Where?
What year is this?
Where? I suppose, like, if you are a modern-day teenager, S Club 7 must seem fucking ancient.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what they're doing with this.
Oh, God. Flint!
I fall to the ground helpless. I'm so adorably clumsy. I lie on the ground and close my eyes, sobbing.
Amelia-Rose, come on. Molto bene, this way.
It's Dr. Tennant, riding in like a white knight on a horse, except he doesn't actually have a horse and he's walking. His quiff trembles valiantly in the wind. He's grinning as he saunters, and with one swift movement he stoops down and helps me to my feet.
What accent am I doing for David Tennant?
I can't remember.
No.
Just do a voice, mate.
I have a feeling that it was Scottish.
My Scottish is not good, but sure, yeah, let's Sean Connery this. You wouldn't believe the adventure I had. Davrosh, the Daleks, the Time Lords, and the Black Guardian. And 57 doctors. We defeated them all with the power of Christ.
What?
David Tennant did that sucking on his teeth thing he did. And you just ran away into a weeping angel. Ah, well.
He smiled.
Ah, well. At least there weren't any Absorbalovs.
What's that thing you just said, Doctor?
The Absorbalovs are the most dangerous race in the universe.
Said Dr. Tennant darkly.
But that was just a weeping angel. I zapped him away somewhere.
What?
Grace.
I said it.
Did you?
Did you?
What? I said what 3 times.
I only heard the one.
My lip wobbles. I reverse dampen in my confused sadness. The moisture retreats into my tunnel of love. I think we have to go and vomit now.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
reverse drink.
Yeah, you have to reverse drink. Fingers down throats, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no.
I'm good. Don't do that.
No, don't do that.
Just, like, eat bread to like, mop it up or something, I don't know. Stay healthy, people. Okay, but that was Flint.
Well, I couldn't just leave a weeping angel standing around. Hypothetically in a graveyard somewhere. That'd be stupid.
Dr. Tennant shook his head chidingly.
Think of how much that might change history.
The burning remains of Woodstock smouldered behind him.
But that wasn't Flint.
My impassioned rebuttal failed to change his mind. Sobbing, I turned away, fleeing into the slightly flaming distance. Dr. Tennant yelled at my back.
Oh, it was Flint. I read it wasn't.
Yeah, I was going to edit it in post.
Just record you saying was in a very low
I can
voice.
cut, I can
But
cut
that
the
was
unt
Flint.
out of the waveform.
Oh.
Okay.
This is you, Jim.
Oh, sorry. Amelia-Rose, wait! You don't know where you're going!
I continued to run. My heart pounded in my head like a drum. Why did everyone I love get zapped into time somewhere? Why did I have so many relatable teenage problems? It's because I'm so ugly, isn't it?
That's Grace's lie.
It is! Oh shit, yeah, I didn't notice
It's because I'm so ugly, isn't it?
Amid the ruins of smouldering tents, a door appeared in the ground. It was a hatch of some kind. My TARDIS blue eyes were fixed to it. I wrenched it open with my slender, pale arms and ran down a set of stairs. Stainless white walls and the smell of disinfectant greeted me. I appeared to be in a corridor. Maybe this was the underground base underneath Woodstock.
Of course.
Yeah, because
Oh.
Woodstock was held on top of a nuclear bunker, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I ran forward.
Was it?
No.
No.
No, it wasn't. I ran forward. I wanted to be alone with my stupid fat thoughts, but already I could hear Dr. Tennant clambering heroically down the hatch, Converse squeaking.
Amelia-Rose, stop!
I panted, thrusting forward inside the long, hot corridor. Its walls were moist. My footsteps pounded the corridor again and again, and it seemed to tremble, perhaps with pleasure, beneath my feet. I was beginning to get sweaty, but I rushed forwards towards whatever climax awaited me. They've turned running into a corridor into a sexual act.
Is it not?
I mean, that word means more than just that.
It does, you're right, but look at the way it's written.
Just get your head out the gutter.
No,
I know where. I know we are.
It's
I know
written horny.
It is written horny.
I know. All right. I know it's like horny on main, but
And then behind me, there was a noise. A tall silver man stepped from the shadows. Behind him were 4 more of these men. They looked like some kind of robot man, or cyber person, all sleek, silver, and dead black eyes and blank, emotionless faces.
Amelia-Rose.
The first of the robot men clanked from the shadows, rattling in its armor like a cat in a washing machine.
That's horrible. Actually, no.
I've never heard what a cat
I
in a
remember. I was going to
washing
do the
machine sounds
Mondasian
like.
Cyberman voice.
You remember? Why have you put a cat in a washing machine?
What?
No, that...
haven't.
Oh, God.
I said I don't.
No.
I said I don't know.
I said I
what-
remember. I'm talking to myself. Ignore me.
Yeah, you were going
Oh,
to do
sorry.
the Mondasian Cybermen, which is...
I remember I was going to do the Mondasian Cyberman voice instead of the modern Cyberman voice. Because modern Cyberman, very similar to Dalek.
And this...
That's why I said I remember. Nothing to do with me putting a cat in a washing machine.
Okay.
And this...
So cats I have lived with have climbed into washing machines in the past.
Yeah,
But
always...
they've just sort of sat
Incriminating
there.
yourself.
They just sit there staring at you, be like, yes.
Always check your washing machines before turning them on, ladies and gentlemen. There may be a cat in there.
You baseless noob.
Base.
GG, no re. Oh, sorry.
No, it's a base noob. Get with the times.
You base noob. GG, no re. All you are belong to us.
Oh, now that's a fucking old meme, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
I think this is another
Wait, hold on.
Cyberman.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do the other one. No, leave her, you fool.
This cyber person had a black head handle. This meant it was more evil. Its voice was utterly lacking in emotion.
It's the doctor we want, and soon revenge shall be ours.
Cyborg men encircled me, and terror burned in my TARDIS blue eyes. Suddenly, Dr. Tennant ran to my side. He shoved one of the Cybermen to the floor, and it died.
Doctor, you have joined us at last.
The cyber robot tore off its face with a...
Oh,
Right, just...
Maniac.
I know.
maniacal.
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 It is maniacal. Just give me a sec. This thing's having my fucking
We-
life at the minute.
We chose to do a podcast about reading, and none of us can do it.
I'm ill as fuck, honestly. Right.
That's the charm.
The cyber robot tore off its face with a maniacal laugh. Beneath it lay a rotting, pale face embedded with wires. A mustache sat above his lip. The doctor's eyes went wide before he grit his teeth and his face burned with hatred.
Brigadier,
The Dr. Tennant snarls.
you treacherous stain of grease.
Doctor,
I turn to him, shaking like a...
what is a brigadier?
Brigadier was my old enemy when I was the 3rd Doctor Tennant. He was a very bad man who must be punished. Ha ha.
Flawless. Brigadier
Thank you.
cackles emotionlessly.
But you see, Doctor, I am not Grease. I am no longer Brigadier. I am Cyberman. I have all the powers of a man. But I'm a robot now.
Oh no!
I quiver, trembling like a scarecrow in the wind.
He's unstoppable.
So before I continue, that's not true at all. The 3rd Doctor was best bros with the Brigadier. Like, this is not canon at all to Doctor Who.
I feel like a lot of this isn't canon to Doctor Who.
Fair. I just wanted to point that out. Like, that's the opposite of the truth. Anyway,
Okay.
hold on, let me have a drink. Now you will pay, Doctor, for destroying my planet in the Time War. The Brigadier's planet was Earth. And so will Amelia-Rose.
I can't believe you're complaining about law in this.
I'm
and
sorry.
canon compliance.
I feel like if I was a director, I'd be screaming at you. You're just here to read the lines.
You are not paid
What
to
the fuck do I
think.
pay you for? Yeah, exactly.
I'm a method actor, darling. It's what I do.
Oh.
I
That's why I'm a
scream.
method actor. I spent a week as a Cyberman for this role.
Yeah, he actually did. Like, he's used up all the fucking tinfoil in Cambridgeshire making his costume.
Yeah.
But there we go. I scream. Dr. Tennant takes my face into his hands and stares into my eyes. He is fire and ice and rage. He is vengeance. He is the night. He is the oncoming
Oh, no.
storm and the last bastion against the darkness.
We're going to have sex with them.
No, that's not the line.
What?
We're going to have sex with them.
We're going to have sex with them.
Oh, sorry. I can't read either.
Just read your lines.
I'm sorry. That's just an even better. That's just an even better line. We're going to have sex with them.
We're going to have sex with them.
What?
Trust me, Amelia-Rose. It's the only way.
Dr. Tennant is already taking his pants off, strategically tying his tie over his head.
I've done this before. The introduction of my sonic screwdriver to their tight deadlocks is the only way to resolve the crisis.
I wail distraught.
I don't know why that got me.
I don't know. That was such a difficult line and it was so short.
I know,
Fucking
like,
hell.
reading this when you live next door to people makes you incredibly self-conscious. But
Oh,
there
I
we go.
bet.
I trust Dr. Tennant so much, but I am still unsure. I close my eyes and think of Flint and Ryan. The fedora is still on my head. What if I never see them again? What if I can never save them?
Now I will use my laser weapon. Really? Yeah, sorry. Now I will use my laser weapon now with 5 rapid rounds.
Cyberman raised his arm like a Nazi wrapped in tinfoil, and an evil smirk blossomed on his emotionless metal face.
And we'll have our revenge.
But
I
wait.
do my best to look attractive. It's so hard with my womanly curves and soft lips and tall, slender legs. I'm disgusting. I hate myself so much.
You could be taking your revenge on the Doctor and taking over the world, but you could also be having sex with us.
I immediately hear a knocking sound from the cyber robot's codpieces as something lurches to attention inside them. Cyberman's eyes raise,
Twang.
just like the sound of a bell, all in unison. Cyberman's eyes raise, and he slowly lowers his laser guns, putting the silencer back on.
Very well. We have an arrangement. Kinky loving protocols activate.
Fucking hell.
The cyborg man codpieces peel back with a series of mechanical whirs. Beneath them, I can see the scabby remnants of dead pubic hair.
Oh, no.
Read it, Nick.
Dead necrotic flesh, smelling faintly of disinfectant and rot, filled their crevices. Their purple-headed warriors dangle limply at first, but they extend with a series of whirs until each one is 2 feet long. Their tips are USB compatible.
Oh, no.
Notably, one of them appears to have dyed their genitals bright pink and sprinkled glitter on them. I nodded appreciatively at this Cosmosex tip trademark. Cyberman's...
I bet that's real.
Yeah, I bet that's real.
Oh, God.
Cyberman's cold metal hand grips his Prince Hards of the Southern Isles, and he fondles it until it begins to vibrate. The wires that run inside it spark into life. I can see the metal skeleton beneath forming itself into a hard rod through the holes in the rotting, putrid flesh.
This is turning into
This
an
is
Elvis
like
novel.
body horror now, but, you know.
This is the least sexy thing we have read.
Cyberman grips my hands and pushes me against the wall, yanking down my pants. His girthy baby maker forces itself into my secret sweetness. This time, I do not orgasm after a single thrust, because Cyberman doesn't love me enough. But despite myself, I begin to leak.
Drink.
Yeah.
If you can hold it down.
2 minutes over.
Dr. Tennant runs forward past me and leaps onto a pair of robot men, wrapping his arms around their necks and thrusting at them vigorously. His own ultimate expression of manness flops at his legs, rising into hardness like a jousting sword.
Allons-y.
Cyberman's cold metal mouth runs itself along my swan-like neck. I can feel his cold metal fingers twisting at my nipples, massaging my mounds as if he were priming the switches on some doomsday device. The thought sends a spike of arousal up my spine. Bad boys make me so hot. I turn my head. Dr. Tennant is thrusting vigorously into the gleaming steel buttocks of the cyborg man in front of him.
Oh, take it, you little bastard. Take it.
I was doing so well. It's gone from... it's gone less...
I was aiming for Sean Connery. I've ended up at Christopher Bowes, lead singer of Ailstorm. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah, Christopher Bowes, 15 pints down in Glasgow on a Saturday night having a fight.
Yeah.
Okay. At the same time, a towering silver guardian rams him from behind, the bulbous black veins in its fleshy vibropenis bulging beneath a thin layer of pale, pallid skin. Jolts of fun time rumble in its fleshy joystick, and Dr. Tennant moans through his gritted teeth as its pounding thrusts pierce his back hole.
Black hole. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Back hole.
Back
I
hole.
can't read today.
Look.
Christ.
His back hole.
It doesn't have an L in it this time.
2 of the cyborg men have been left out. One of them glumly puts on some nipple clamps, attaching them to its internal battery and vibrating with pleasure.
Oh.
It gamely rams its half-mast man into the dead robot man's shattered chest hole in a
Whoa.
vain attempt to reach the promised land. Oh, wow. And I can hear a sound in the corner like someone slapping a fish. I turn, and all of a sudden I remember. Roger Silencio, my secret
shit.
paramour. He watches me with glazed black eyes in sunken sockets, his hand jerking faster and faster at his own formidable rod. The trousers of his immaculate suit pooled around his ankles. He appeared to be holding up a video camera.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Roger.
Hang on. Give me a sec.
Yeah, I need to call a priest as well.
I had to cough up a lung. But anyway,
Oh.
Roger must believe I can handle this myself. The thought spurs me on. I continue on my stain-slicked road to paradise. But Cyberman's moans of orgasmic lust are beginning to sound stuttery, fractured, broken. His no-no place sizzles with leaking oil.
Oh. Oh.
Wow. Hang on, I've fucking lost it.
Oh, it's...
Cyberman.
The narrating was...
Yep, I know. Cyberman shakes.
What is this thing you humans call orgasming? Why, it's the most human thing there is.
Dr. Tennant is grinning wide. The cyborg man behind him slips free from his bum with a squelch, gripping its head and falling to the floor, and the robot man in front does the same soon after.
Too much emotion for you, though, isn't it?
Suddenly, the heads of the two cyborg men explode in unison. Brains leak from their metal shells onto the floor. The cyborg man, thrusting into its dead partner, pauses briefly to scoop some brain juices up. It forgot to apply the lubricant, but then its head also explodes too. Dr. Tennant's pants are back on. He pats my shoulder with a friendly smile.
There. Wasn't so hard, was it?
I giggle.
I guess it really was mind-blowing sex.
Hey!
Hey! Why was this just a raunchier version of... oh, fuck it, what's it called? Spy Who Shagged Me.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I guess it is possible to get raunchier than The Spy Who Shagged Me.
I mean, it's
It was
tame
like,
by modern
no.
standards.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Fucking ridiculous. It's like, oh, you don't... I don't fancy you, you fancy me. And they all just explode. Fucking ridiculous. Okay. Good.
Yeah,
Good shit.
absolutely. Only Cyberman remains, but he is shaking on his hands and knees on the floor. Dr. Tennant reaches out a hand.
Cyberman.
The Dr. Tennant held out his hand imploringly, voice brimming with compassion.
Surrender. Let me help you.
Cyberman's expression changed on his blank face. Hope filled his eyes for the first time.
Really?
Dr. Tennant smiled.
Lol. Fuck you.
Dr. Tennant then punched Cyberman to the moon.
We did it, Doctor.
I pull him into an excited hug,
Yes, well,
said Dr. Tennant.
Cybermen are a bit shite.
Marvellous. Some more Cyberman reinforcements forced open the door of the base, but then they fell down the stairs and died. I giggle, bouncing happily. Dr. Tennant pulls me into the air and we have a spinny hug. But then my combat boots lose their grip on the sodden earth, slipping on the gooey Cyber's men.
Cyber seaman.
Oh.
It was a
I'm sorry.
joke. It was
But
a
then my
pun.
combat boots lose their grip on the sodden earth, slipping on the gooey cyber seamen, spurting its last from their expired corpses, and we topple to the floor.
Oh.
I land on top of Dr. Tennant, but he hits the ground hard and bangs his head. I cry.
I'm sorry. I'm so adorably clumsy.
Dr. Tennant gasps dramatically. Blood pours from the wound on his head, and he blinks, dazed. His skin begins to take on a regenerative glow. I grip his hand, tightly, concerned.
Doctor, what is happening?
I'm regenerating. No.
Dr. Tennant looks scared. Fear flashes across his face like a well-paid stripper.
I'm not going to read too much into that.
No, not at all.
No, I'm not.
The glow gets brighter and more intense and threatens to swallow his features whole.
You are my best companion, Amelia-Rose. Better than Amelia and Rose put together. And Donna. And Martha. And Sherlock.
What?
And Loki that one time. Someone's been reading
Of course,
fanfics.
he's wiggled his way into this. Fuck's sake. Dr. Tennant, no.
My eyes leak.
You can't do this to me.
Aye.
His voice quavers, and he stares into the dying of the light.
I don't want to leave.
And a flash of burning alien light engulfs him, knocking me aside. He screams, voice warping and changing into someone else's entirely. Suddenly, the glow fades and he sits up, with wide eyes and big bushy eyebrows.
I'm glad I don't have to change the accent. What the fucking fuck's this then, you daft bun?
An
Oh,
even more
no.
Scottish doctor.
I was briefly worried I'd have to come up with a convincing Matt Smith impression, but
Oh,
it's-
no, they've just gone straight to 12, haven't they?
we've skipped to Capaldi, which means I could just keep the Scottish.
No, it's Capaldi who is playing Malcolm Tucker playing the doctor.
Yeah. Brilliant.
I stare in horror, Where's Dr. Tennant gone? I'm confused easily. And now there's someone else sitting here with grey hair and lines all over his face and a Scottish accent. And his clothes have also regenerated into this black magician's coat. And he's old. He's so old.
All right,
He staggers to his feet.
come the fuck on or fuck the fuck off.
No!
Okay, it's not going to have picked up on the recording, but that was really funny on our end because it it faded out as Grace got too loud.
It just
We just heard yeah, and then just gone.
Grace just like phased into eternity and then came back.
I think Grace is regenerated.
Oh my god. The Fens does weird things to people's internet. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just the eldritch in me.
I slap him as hard as I can. Immediately his face bursts back into the same alien light, and the chorus of Veil Decem chimes in the background. I'm going with the pronunciation of that.
That sounds fine.
Yep. Dr. Tennant's face emerges from the light, blinking owlishly.
Well, that was odd.
Doctor, it was horrible.
I hug him tightly.
There was someone else. There was another man.
I look around nervously.
Maybe he's still out there being Scottish with people.
The doctor pats me on the head and he shushes me.
It's okay, Amelia-Rose. The bad man's gone. Now, let's get you out of here, shall we?
He takes my hand with his soft, sexy fighting hand. His soft, sexy fighting hand. And fishes some glasses from his pocket, slipping them onto his face.
Well, I just gotta put on my brainy specs, y'all. I'm inspired because you did that voice.
Yep, fair enough. I scream, alarmed.
Doctor! There's another man! There's another man!
Oh, Amelia-Rose.
The doctor smiles.
You're so awesome and capable.
Then I assume this is TARDIS noise.
Dun 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 dun. Ooh. Yeah. So there's an evil blonde. Grace, do you want to be evil blonde women as well, or do you want me to put on an evil blonde woman voice?
I can attempt an evil blonde woman.
It's not evil. It's...
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah.
just assumed evil.
Oh,
Oh,
I
no,
dunno.
I know exactly what this is. This is... Remember in the 50th where Rose is sort of helping them make choices on Gallifrey?
Yeah.
It's that. Grace, do you want to play OG Rose as well?
I'm trying to remember how she sounds.
Sort of Cockney-ish.
Yeah, like East End but not gangster. You know, like London chav, yeah,
Oh,
that sort of
yeah.
thing.
You see, Doctor?
The blonde woman smiled at her companion, gesturing to the image in front of them, playing out from what looked like a clockwork cube. They were in a rickety-looking barn of some sort. Alien sands had been swept in from outside, and strange birds screeched their calls above the roof.
Now that you saved Gallifrey, this one's just many... I've already forgotten how to do this accent. It's
It's
fucking
fine.
awful.
Just be yourself.
What? What is that supposed to mean?
Just go with whatever comes natural.
Okay. Now that you've saved Gallifrey, this is just one of the many potential features you've created for yourself. Isn't that wonderful?
The War Doctor was staring into space. His craggy face looked ashen and struck by horror. He was silent for a long, long time.
I think I'd like to make the choice again, please.
Amazingly convincing John Hurt impression.
Apologies to John Hurt. That wasn't fantastic. That was closer to now King Charles, but it's better than nothing.
I believe I'd like to make the choice again, please.
Yes, please. I'd like it to be on the Wednesday to disrupt the bank holidays.
Oh, God.
Sorry for committing treason on our show, everyone.
We're going to the fucking... We're going to the fucking tower.
The tower.
Yeah,
London
we're off to the
Tower.
tower.
Sick. A Doctor Who canon, that's where all the cool stuff is kept.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Absolute
Win-win.
unit.
Oh. Okay. The almighty Tim, if you're writing another chapter, and if you listen to this, call it Absolute Unit. That's a great name. Normally I ask if we want to continue to another chapter. That was quite heavy.
It was a
So-
heavy chapter, and honestly,
I kind of want to stop.
my
now.
my throat is beginning to close up.
Okay, that's fair. The next chapter is called Our Come Asylum.
Oh, is it a Batman crossover?
Oh, it could be.
Why did I pronounce it like that?
I don't know.
The new English superhero, Batman.
Oh, there are more song lyrics, incidentally.
Oh, yes.
Okay, yeah, this could be good. We will continue with this. It's possible we're going to take a brief break from Silently on the Brink of Orgasm, because we are about halfway at this point.
We have been asked to do other fics. Don't worry, we are planning on finishing this in its entirety.
We'll continue Silently on the Blink of Orgasm.
Yes.
But we may have to take a quick stop because we've been given a very interesting request.
We may have to take a quick stop so we can go away and learn the title.
We may just take a break to learn how to fucking read.
Yeah.
Because clearly none of us can. And that may take a toll on us doing this podcast.
100%.
Okay. Thank you for listening, if you made it this far. Join us next time. I don't know what we'll be doing, but it might be something special. Anything we want to say before the end? What do I normally say before the end?
Well, if it was our other show, you'd be saying, so what have we learned?
Yeah, I don't really have a thing for fanfics and chill. I guess just I hope you all had fun.
I mean...
Did you guys have fun while we're here?
I had fun, but I feel like my reading voice changed about 6 times over the course of the...
Oh, yeah, I've not been consistent at all with my voices this time round.
No.
But in my defence, I had more this time than all the others.
Yeah, the cough suites haven't worked.
Oh, shit.
And
I'm sorry to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you liked this, let us know. If you didn't like it, let us know. If you want to support us, we've got our Ko-Fi, and our Patreon. If you join our Patreon, you can hang out with us on Discord. And yeah, don't forget to listen to us next Sunday when you can hear us do our main show, the Shipping Forecast. That's it from us. Guys, help me out. Is there anything? I feel like I'm missing something.
Good night, good luck, and
good night.
May the odds
good luck.
ever be in your favour.
May the Force be with you. And
may the Force be with you, said Gandalf.
I'd like to apologise to Scotland.
To Captain Kirk.
As well. Yeah. All of the things that could go wrong.
Yeah.
And yeah, speak to you all soon. I'm going to hit stop recording now. Good night.
Bye.
Good
Good night.